Hi everyone, it's Dr. Dave and I am coming to you today with some really interesting information. So every year the American Heart Association conference takes place in November, and this is one of the largest conferences for cardiology in the world. And at this conference they present the latest and most advanced research on treating heart disease, diagnosing heart disease, etc. So it's really an exciting time of year for me because I get to read all these really interesting articles and then take them back to my practice and apply it to my own patients. So there was a very interesting title I came across on one of the American Heart Association websites, and the title was "Europe Gives the Green Light to Once Weekly Semaglutide for Weight Loss." So my question is the obesity epidemic in the United States treatable with medicine alone? Is medicine going to get us out of the obesity epidemic in the United States? And that's kind of where this is all going. And there is a medicine called semaglutide. It's a fascinating medicine. It's an injectable medicine used in type 2 diabetes. It's also known as Ozempic. And it's used to regulate insulin levels, but it also suppresses appetite and can lead to weight loss. So researchers have taken that information from the diabetic population and asked the logical question, well, if it can cause weight loss in diabetics who are overweight, what about in non-diabetics who are overweight? Now remember, over 70% of the United States population is overweight, over 40% is obese. So this is a very large group of people who potentially can benefit from this medicine. So in a fairly large trial of over 4,000 patients, it was observed that there was approximately a 17% weight loss. So what does that mean? So if somebody weighs 200 pounds, that's about 34-pound weight loss. And that was sustained up to 17 months after the start of the trial. But here's the issue. Once the medicine was stopped, the weight tended to return. So that's a major limitation. So basically what we're saying is we start patients on an injectable and they may be committed to life. So they have to inject themselves weekly for life. So that makes me concerned already. Two other issues are side effects. So in one of the trials, approximately 44% of patients had nausea, approximately 30% of patients had diarrhea. And finally, something that I come across all the time in practice is cost. One pen of semaglutide is approximately $700. So I don't know how that's going to play out with the insurance companies. So at the end of the day, this class of medicines, and there are many more on the horizon, are really exciting. And it's fascinating that they can cause weight loss and help some people. But the question becomes, is this how we're going to wind up treating obesity in our country? Is everybody who's overweight going to take a medicine? And the answer to me is no. I don't think this is a sustainable solution. It may be a good adjunct to lifestyle in certain patients, but I don't think just because somebody is overweight with some other risk factors or obese that they should automatically start a medicine. To me, it's very important to have the research that's being done. It's critically important. But some of this research also has to go into public policy, public education, combating the traditional Western diet, which has really gotten us into this mess to begin with, and also holding companies that support production of these very unhealthy foods and beverages. We need to hold them accountable. So at the end of the day, I do not think a medicine is going to solve the obesity epidemic in the United States. I think it's interesting, but I think we need to treat the underlying cause or reason for the obesity epidemic, and that is mostly nutrition. Okay, everybody, until next time, this is Dr. Dave. Oh, and one more thing, save a life. It's unbelievable how many people have reached out to me and have taken the course. It's a free CPR course, and people are feeling confident that if they're ever in a situation where they need to perform CPR, they can actually help. So check it out, save a life, and until next time, this is Dr. Dave.